Okay. Let's see if I did this correctly this time. One, two, three, four. Can anyone hear me? Let me see what's going on. Let me plug in my laptop. Let me see. You know what? Let me open this up in YouTube and see what's going on, honey. Okay. Let me do this. Oh, snap. I did it. No, I did not. Okay, so y'all can hear me? Donna, Sleepy B, Tequila F, April Dawn. You ladies can hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, because I do not have YouTube opened on my laptop. I just have StreamYard opened up. So I surely did not forget about you all. I just had to make sure StreamYard was right and grab my water. Hey, Lord, let me talk to myself. Hey, Wisdom. Okay, you guys can hear me. Have a good work shift. Be safe at work. Wisdom. Okay, Donna says, yes, we can hear you. Hey, J Dolph. Okay, let me try to that's my camera safety sticker right there. Okay, let me try to sit this back some, but have it up enough to where I can see the chat. Okay, y'all. Well, good evening. Thank you all for being here with me. Let me see. Who is this? All right, you all. So I was thinking about some things, and there's so much going on, right? And like for me, when I do readings, it's usually to try to figure out what's going on, how things can be, fixed, especially, when I'm speaking to my clients, just getting into the meat and potatoes of things. And I was thinking about something, like I've been watching, of course, I'm down with Nyla and Taz or whatnot, but I was just thinking about like, what the hell is going on? Especially when it comes to energy that feels like it's been tainted, or energy that feels like it's mutated, it's turned into something else. But why? Why have certain things become what they are? And then I started thinking like, and I guess this is gonna be a hey Nyla. Hey TMKC, hey Auntie Sugar. I'm thinking, as far as when we're talking about divinity, when we're talking about what it means to be human, what it means to be, right, in this energy, right? Everything, every living thing has a path to follow, right? When it comes to us as humans, yes, we are complex, but we are literally part of divinity. We're part of the energy of the cosmos. We do have a specific purpose, especially when it comes to male energy and female energy. And with everything that's been going on, I realize some things have been going on just over time, right? What is it that taints the divinity? What is it that makes or brings someone with their divine energy to go astray, to become tainted, become poisoned, whatever you want to call it? And I'm starting with looking at what makes divine masculine energy go left. Um, because we do live in a patriarchy, right? It just is what it is. And since we live in a patriarchy and men, for the most part, they make rules, they're supposed to be our leaders, and not in the sense of ruling over people, but, you know, like I said, divine energy, male and female, we each have a part to play in things. So, what makes a leader become a tyrant? What makes a protector become an abuser? What makes, like I said, this divine masculine energy go left? Because abuse, talking down, the audacity of things, the ego, like all of that, that's not part of divinity. That's not part of who we are as humans, at least how I see things, and when divine masculinity and divine femininity both go left, um, we have issues, right? So the purpose of tonight was I just kind of wanted to see what causes, if there's anything that causes, the energy overall to go left, to become something that it really shouldn't be, and that goes into so many different things, right? Including including those who choose to opt out of manhood. Opting out of manhood is also, you know, divine masculine energy going left. So that's what tonight's reading is about. We're going to be looking into some things. So I don't know what's going to come out of this. We're going to look at all of this together. So first thing I'm going to do is let me get my blanket and put it across my lap because I'm cold. So let me grab my blanket. And don't worry, I will be looking at, when divine femininity goes wrong as well. So it'll probably be over the next week or so. So, yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I got my old Coach purse with my tarot decks in it. So, I'm going to pull out 2 tarot decks for tonight because I kind of feel like the energy of both is needed. Yes, you all can ask questions during this, so take off my rings. Because, so much is going on. It's just like, what the hell is going on? Why, when we're seeing a lot of things going on that's wrong and negative when it comes to humans, is our divine energy, us letting our divine energy become corrupted. So yeah. All right. So, let me put a little bit of oil on my forehead and temples so we can kind of see what we can see. And I kind of was having I just took a cleansing shower. So I kind of was having some visions of things in my head. So we'll see if any of what I saw comes out. All right. So I'm feeling like I should start with my Star Child Tarot deck just because it leaves a lot open for interpretation. But if I feel I need to move to the 8th house tarot, then I will. All right. So before we get into you all asking questions, I kind of just want to delve into the energy. So I will come back to Jadolph. I will come back to your question. Because I just kind of want to see, what, Again, this deck is huge. Did I turn off my... Okay, I did silence my phone because one of my friends, she is texting me, asking me about my Thanksgiving, which means she's a good friend. So, okay. Spirit, show us any information that you can about why male leaders become tyrants, why divine masculine energy sometimes go wrong in people, why some men opt out of malehood, why. So let's see. I'm so happy I made it here on time, honey. Oh yeah, let's see, because as much as we chill, I do there is something going on and it's a serious issue, but I kind of feel like I was just really thinking about things today, and I really feel like everything that's going on right now is happening for a reason. And I kind of feel like the exposure of things from a micro level to a macro level is the work of Plutonian energy, right? Plutonian energy reveals stuff, it blows stuff up, it causes upheavals and revolutions in things. So I kind of feel like, this is part of that, but I'll probably look into that a little bit later. Okay. Damn it. Okay, so, okay, I'm on the money. Okay, so, so earlier today, like I said, I was in the shower thinking about things. Remember I said there were some cards that kind of popped into my head, and I didn't write them down, but I do remember seeing Temperance and Imbalance with Temperance and Ace of Cups. And it was so funny because I was just like, in my mind when I was thinking about these cards, it was just like, something is wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, so we have Strength in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and Ace of Cups. And just going back to what I was thinking about earlier, with some men, this is, I don't want to say it's a loss of manhood, but it becomes the issue because they themselves are imbalanced. I kind of feel like this is either a hormonal or chemical imbalance that is causing some men to go off their rocker, right? Something is wrong. And it could be something wrong with some of these people, some of these men, down to a cellular level, down to a DNA level. And forgive me, I'm not really looking at the chat because I want to stay on this while I have this here in my head. And what's supposed to be balanced isn't balanced, right? So it's so funny, right? Because a lot of times when men, for the sake of conversation, they like to compare themselves to that of a lion, right? The male lion who does his job as far as like protecting, right? He looks over, when we're not getting into the lioness part of it. But a lot of times they like to compare themselves to male lions. This man right here, he not right. He's doing the opposite of what he's supposed to be doing because somewhere within him he's unbalanced. There's unbalance, there's instability somewhere within him. And it's not really, it's not an emotional thing. I'm getting like chemical imbalance or something down to the genetic DNA level that really has some men opting out of manhood, going left when we see malehood going wrong. So yeah, that's interesting. So let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. Let's see. Mm, the sun. The sun. Let's see. Okay, so some of them know that something is wrong with them. Some of them know deep down inside that something is wrong with them, but they may not say anything. And I know it sounds weird, but it's kind of like and it's not necessarily like hiding it, but it's just like they know something is wrong. Like, I don't want to say they were born wrong, but they know something is wrong. And because they know that something is wrong, they are choosing to not fulfill their role. So it's interesting that the sun card comes up because when I made the thumbnail for this reading tonight, the circle with the dot in the middle, that's the astrological alchemical symbol for the sun, right? Sun usually referring to male energy, sun day, right? That's Sunday, right? So it's so funny that the sun card comes up because they are knowing that, and we can also put this together with Leo, right? We have the sun, we have the lion, Leo, very potent, very fiery male energy, right? That is gone wrong, but they know that their energy is wrong. It's almost like some are born with energy that is dampened, that's not as potent as it should be. And some of them know this and they choose to hide it because what people aren't understanding is just because your energy may be dampened doesn't mean that you can't take action to still fulfill whatever role it is that you're divinely meant to play. Right. So, hey, Coruscant, not a bowl of beans, turkey necks, and cornbread. What? Just BB Kings, putting on dresses and makeup. Today is my wedding anniversary. My husband needs to hear this. Oh, child. Well, happy wedding anniversary. It's not mine until April next year. So, okay. So, with the unbalanced energy, right? This unbalanced energy is also bringing men who rush into they're rushing into things, right? But what I'm getting with this Knight of Crystals is they're rushing to, and I hate to say it, rushing to femininity because they know that they are unbalanced. And don't get it wrong, some of these men view femininity as it's a beautiful thing. It's a treasure. It's a treasure to behold. And they're running to it because with their imbalance, they are, and I hate to use the term, their feminine energy is more in them. So they align with, women are called emotional, women are called, into their feelings more, which is completely fine because we are different from men, right? We are allowed to have feelings. And I feel like every time we say you in your feelings is taken, you know, it's taken negatively. We're human, we're supposed to be, but they're unbalanced. I really feel like this is a imbalance in some type of chemical or hormone in some of these men, right? In some of these men. And it's so funny. Like, I'm looking at this card, like if you're looking at this card, right? We see this moon behind him. This moon, the moon for the most part is very female, womanly aligned, because that's where the word menstruation come from, like menstrual cycle, right? It's from the moon, right? The cyclical energy of the moon. So some of them are imbalanced, knowing they are imbalanced, and because they are imbalanced and knowing that they are imbalanced, instead of doing what they can do to fulfill their position in manhood, it's easier for them to run and hide amongst the women. And I kind of feel like, not that it's our fault as women, because as women, we do have much more of we care differently than male energy does, right? Male energy, when men have a family, they care about their family, they protect their family, they spend time with their family. But women, we do things very differently. And we see it in, some of us growing up. Don't do that to that baby. Leave that baby alone. So because women are more open and more accepting, see, her arms are wide open, it's easier for some of these men who are imbalanced to sit in the safety of women who will protect them, mothers who will protect them. And I'm not a mother, so I don't understand, what it's like to have children, to nurture children. But I do know that we as women do things very, very differently. And so this card here is the awakening, right? The awakening in this deck is similar to y'all know what it is, right? Y'all know what it is, right? Okay, so this is the universe card, right? This right here is I kind of feel like, and this may go back to what I was saying earlier about the Plutonian energy just destroying things, knocking things over. And like Plutonian energy is coming in and just knocking the whole damn table over. F all this, knocking the table over. And I kind of feel like it's more and more of an awakening for us to really, really see and understand that something is not right, that this isn't right with those who are opting and blatantly opting out of manhood, who are blatantly fine with their divine masculine energy not being what it should. Because again, just because there's an imbalance or something like that doesn't mean that you still can't fulfill the roles. Like, your essence helps you to be fully who you are, but even without all of it, you can still fulfill your roles. And it's just like this huge awakening right now that it's really being blown wide open. But I kind of feel like some of these men feel like they're in an in-between spot, right? So some of them are just like, well, do I stay on this path, or can I go where I'm safe? Should I do what I'm supposed to do, or should I stay in the safety of the love and the community and, the protection from that mothering energy that many women have, right? So a lot of them are in an in-between space, but they haven't fully made up their minds. And I think we can see that with some who get womanly parts and still keep their male parts, right? And this reading is not an attack on any group of people or whatever. We're just looking at the energies, right? We're looking at the energies as to why some just completely go left. So yeah, some are they're in the in between. They're in the in between mentally. some not really sure what they should do, and kind of just sitting in the middle like fence sitters, right? Because, like I said, there are so many of us as women who are welcoming, right? Most of the time, you will hear women say that, we're all God's children. And, like I said, leave that baby alone. Don't do that to that baby. But what we don't understand is when we're doing this, as much as we, want to protect, humans, because that's what we do as women, we're not helping the situation. We're not helping it at all. So, very interesting, something for us to think about. I'm going to put these cards back in, and then I'm going to reshuffle and pull some more cards out. So, okay, so let me look at the chat. Just BB says Canes. Hey, Planet Free Spirit. Okay, yeah. So, very, 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 very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Just BB says estrogen. Yeah. That's definitely a yeah. That's definitely a oh, what is happening? There's a pineapple on my kitchen counter sitting on the island, and this pineapple smells so good. Oh, that pineapple smells good. I guess it's time for us to cut the pineapple, my darling. It smells. Can you smell it? It smells good. Hey, what's that? Y'all, Mr. Hoodoo just came downstairs and grabbed the rest of the sweet potato pie and just ran upstairs with it. So we just finna eat the rest of this pie while I'm down here occupied. So okay. So all right. Let's see what else. And then I'm about to switch decks in a minute too. What she said? She said black magic. Hey, Helen L. Like I'm looking at the chat, so ciao. Yeah. He came downstairs and that was Mr. Hoodoo, of course. He came downstairs and girl, like I said, he went right to the fridge and grabbed the rest of the sweet potato pie and just ran back upstairs. So he's upstairs watching something and eating that pie. So that man. All right, let's see what else. Yes. Hey, Helen. Yes, y'all. This is getting very interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna make any assessments yet. Okay, so this is the star. I gotta remember that I'm sitting like diagonally. So this is the star. Here we have the moon. Here's some more feminine energy. And we have the 10 of Wands. So, all right, I'm just gonna pull some clarifying cards because that's what I do for each one of these. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I see some things already that just irritated me. So, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. So, ciao. Okay. So, I just showed you all the star, right? We have the Empress in reverse, and we have Justice, right? These cards are feminine. femininely aligned. If you know your astrological connections, okay. So we had the moon here. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what I'm getting from all these cards, and then these cards down here on the end, this is the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands over here under the Ten of Wands. And I'm getting that for them, for these men, for some reason, they feel like it is hard to be a man. I'm not exactly sure why. I am not a man. And maybe a man who is a man can explain that to me. Um, but one thing I know about men who are men, they don't complain about being a man. They may have some nights where they're trying to figure something out, but they're not out here complaining about being a man, right? So that's very interesting because men who are men, they figure things out, right? But I feel like some men really are trying to run away from, or not run away from. I feel like some of them are trying to not be or not sit in femininity, but I feel like but I feel like for them, it's a struggle. And so many of them are self reflecting, but for them, it's hard. It's a struggle, it's a battle as to why they don't want to deal with manhood. It's a struggle for them. And I feel like the parts of manhood that many of them are aligned with is as soon as we talking about sex, right? Sex, 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 sex. But overall, malehood is a burden for them, right? And many of them just can't figure out what it is they need to do, what it is that they have to do. And when we're looking at this feminine energy with the moon, right? Mentally, they're still they're logical and tactical with how they want to deal with things. So when we see some men that are out here removing themselves from manhood, oh, they thought about it. They thought about it. And what they're hiding behind is that being a man is hard and being a woman is easier. Yeah. And for them, it's fine. It's fine. It's an okay thing to do. And it's funny that this justice card comes up, right? Because where we're at now, if we're looking at things, there are so many things and aspects about it, excuse me, that are protected, right? When we talk about things that can be said, things that can't be said, when we talk about um the opting out of manhood physically, a lot of these things are protected and they are fine sitting in non-natural women's energy. For some of them, they want to be Venus so bad because they feel it's easier instead of working with the Martian energy, right? This is a dream. This is truly a dream for some of them because for them, manhood is hard. For some of them, standing alone as a man is hard. They'd rather join some of us over here. And again, some of us, here we are again. Remember that last card with the woman and her arms were open? Again, some of us have made it so easy for these men to sit and nest. So, honestly, ladies, some of us do have a part to play in this. Some of us do have a part to play in this. Some of us do have a part to play in this. Yeah. 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 This is. Juanita says, I would believe their world is harder. I mean, like I said, I'm not a man. I don't know. But when it comes to, like my father, right? Whatever it was, he just did it. He just figured it out and he did it. Is that harder? Possibly harder. But like that's what y'all were made for. Like it just is what it is. That's what they were made for. Maybe, okay, so Donna says maybe because the world is too peaceful, it breeds these type of men. I notice men, these types of men, I notice men do better is war. Yeah, war is very martial. Like women aren't just out here just fighting. If women are out here fighting or women are out here, when we're talking about, people want to talk about like Lilith, right? Lilith is that part of dark femininity that has to be when your back is up against the wall. Not out here fighting and conquering just to do it. That's the difference. Because fighting and conquering and war is male energy. It is to compete. It is to compete. Yeah. And it's just so funny. We know what this energy, we know what male energy looks like, right? We know what male energy looks right. And looks like, right? Because we see it. We say, all these men out here making war, generals and all this type of stuff. That's why, it's so like when we see like women who are 4-star generals, it's just like, how'd you have to be? How did you get here? Yeah, you worked hard at it, but to be in that type of energy is not necessarily natural for women, right? Okay. So Juanita says, but what about their innate desire? What about their innate desire for dominance? How can they want to be women and yet move like men in women's spaces? Because here's why. They've thought about this. Just because they're in women's spaces don't mean that they haven't thought about it. Right? But see, being a man in woman's spaces, that energy is still, see, they don't want to compete. They don't want to compete and fight against other men. See, reflection. Think about this as being two men. They don't want to compete and fight against other men. It's easier for one to overtake the other one. Like I said, they've thought about this. They have thought about this. And it's funny because the Queen of Swords, right? When we're looking at her energy is said to be very male, right? It's said to be very male. It's very male energy. Someone who's a strategist, someone who, plays chess, someone who, knows how to make moves when it comes to war. These men have thought about it. It is easier and logical for them to sit in a space where they don't have to fight. It's easier and logical to sit in a space where people are saying, it's okay, baby. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you over here, baby. It's easier for them. It's really like a fox in a hen house. Not feminine soft conquerors. But non-competing and protected. Does that make sense, Juanita? Non-competing and protected. Because you have to understand, if the women are saying, yeah, come on over here, leave that baby alone, that's women doing the fight to protect these men. And this way, the man doesn't have to do it himself. And I think this is why, there have been some, I think this is why for women overall, we've been taught that males who are gay are less of a threat, right? Because if they're willingly come to sit in our energy, then our energy is softer, so they're seen as softer, so they're seen as less of a threat, which honestly makes sense, right? Because they have thought about it. Think about men who have said that they are gay, and the woman friend takes them shopping and goes to the dressing room and tries on clothes in front of them. Because that whole energy right there, we've been trained to say that a man sitting in our energy is less of a threat, and we protect it because it's less of a threat. So think about that way. And for me, I always thought that was weird. Like, I ain't taking no man with me to the damn dressing room. But some of them who do sit in women's spaces, like I remember I had a coworker, and he was, a man that loves men. And when me, him, and another guy who was straight, and my other girlfriend back in the day, we all would go out for lunch, the man who was gay, I noticed that he would compete with me for the attention of the other man. But first of all, I'm not competing with you, because Mr. Hoodoo and I were a couple back then. So I'm not competing with you at all. Why do you feel like I'm competing with you? Is weird in and of itself. And I never thought about it back then. But now today I can look back on it and be like, oh, okay. Yeah, like the only person coming in the dressing room with me right now who can see me is Mr. Hoodoo. Ain't nobody else. Like, yeah. Because, yeah. Let's see. All right, you all can, if you all have some questions about this, so y'all can start putting your questions in there. Because, yeah. So the gist of it is, some of them know that they're not right within, or that they're off balanced chemically, hormonally, but instead of still moving into the path of malehood, they'd rather retract and sit in femininity, because they feel, it's what we've been saying, they feel as if fighting and competing with other men is too hard. And because so many women have made it easy for men to come and sit in our spaces, they're fine there. Why would they go to a world with other men and compete when the world of women says, hey, you can come sit with us? So they think about it, and instead of competing, instead of walking into manhood, they come sit with us. So ladies, it's time to start kicking them out of our spaces if you haven't already. So is that your question, Donna? Because I can tell you back then it was a bunch of ancient times. Yeah, it was a bunch of okay, so let me go with Donna's question first. Okay. Does the war need to be okay? Which one is your question, Donna? So I can the one about separating the two genders or one about the war? Which one? So I can make sure I'm pulling on this. I know there's a delay, so come on, Donna. Which one? I know there's a delay. Let me. While Donna lets me know. Okay, the separation, the two genders. Okay, so Donna's question was separating the two genders physically speaking, unless for reproduction, help balance the divine energies again, kind of like the island of Lesbos. Okay, so let's see. I know what you're getting at. So, because you're saying like if we're because we're all enmeshed, it's easier to hide in other people's communities, right? So, okay, let's see. All right, so that's Donna's question. Excuse me. Hmm. Yeah, I think, yeah. So more separation would kind of bring things back to balance. But the thing about it is that there would be more women to actually fight this. Yeah, there would be more women to actually fight this, and there will be more women out here just looking for the D. Okay, it just is what it is. There'll be some women just out here looking for the D, but more, yeah, that would help. That would help. That would help. But it's kind of funny, like if you can see like how the cards are right here. It's like a L-shaped energy going here, and it's kind of like both groups will be okay with it, but at some point the groups would feel like something is wrong, but the women will really be out here looking for the D, looking for the D, because we have to remember when we're talking about some of the ancient times and there were males, right? Going off to war and stuff, Sparta 300, all of that, for them, um, male love, with another man was fine while they're out there in wartime and all like that, because a hole was just a hole, right? It was a hole, it worked. But women seek the true penis. That's what women seek, the true penis. But for them, and I think that's part of how do I say this? I think that's why we see so many down low men now. Um in all communities, right? We see so many down low men because for many, a hole is just a hole. But for women, when we just like, no, like, yeah, we'll go get a toy and all like that, but there's nothing like the real, the real penis. So that would work, Donna, but in the end, women gonna be looking for the penis because ain't no tree bark finna do that like a penis would. So Okay, let me see what Coruscant says. Yeah, so all the talk about men getting in tune with their feminine side should have been framed differently. In other words, yeah, yeah, I'm out. Nyla says I'm out, but I just peeked in. This reminds me of when I felt like there were going to be a false awakening of women. I think that false awakening are the women who are aligned with. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Same, Nyla. Same, Nyla. Like, yeah, same. And that's what I'm saying. Like, for some of those men, like I said, back in the ancient times, or a hole is just a hole. The hole is just a hole. We know that with some of them now. A hole is just a hole, whether it's a blow up doll, the back door, a mouth, even what's them holes, like at the truck stops, or like what is it, the hole that they stick their penis in, and hopefully they get a surprise on the other side. For a lot of them, a hole is just a hole, so they'll be fine with that. But no, women, we want real dingling, so we probably wouldn't stay in that for long enough. So yeah, we wouldn't stay in that. And okay, I'm about to answer Donna's question. But yeah, this is more than, and I want us to know that this reading is more than just the Black community. This is a divine feminine, divine masculine thing. That's what it is. It's a divine feminine and divine masculine thing, because it's people. Um, it's a bunch of people out here who is out here just doing whatever. And I'm about to switch over to my eighth house tarot deck. Yeah, see, Coruscant ain't even going. So, because I know, like, for me, like, when I came to go to school, I came to Atlanta for college, and like my boyfriend at the time, he was going to Morehouse. He was like, "Do you want to go to Spelman?" And I'm like, "No. Why do I want to be over there with like a bunch of women?" So, if I wasn't going in, we definitely ain't, going now. Hey, Lips. Donna Dash, that's okay. Nyla says that's mammy and they don't want to hold men accountable. Yeah. Does spirit ever intend for men and women to actually be in long-term loving relationships, or is that a fantasy when we have put into our own heads? Do men actually feel love? Okay, that's a two-part question. Let's see. Do spirit. Let's see. Ooh, this deck is much smaller, child. Easier for me to shuffle. Okay, let's see. This is my eighth house tarot. Let me see what spirit talking about. Okay, let me see. What does this mean? Show me what that means right there. Okay, so the answer to that question is yes. Here's why. 10 of Cups. If you know, you know. But I think the problem comes in with, there are so many. We are not easy on ourselves, and as humans, we enjoy negativity, right? Because for some reason, people don't believe that you can be in a loving relationship. People don't believe that a loving relationship between a man and a woman can be something that's real, that's long term. We ignore the relationships that do happen like that, but the first ones that we run to are, see, well, marriages don't last. See. Oh, well, your relationship ain't gonna last. We project, and a lot of times we out here cursing ourselves and cursing our relationships because we don't believe in it for ourselves. And y'all can keep that energy away from me, because people say like, oh, it's a rarity, it's a rarity, it's a rarity. Like, I don't think it is a rarity. I think that, and spirit is saying that a lot of times we are thinking ourselves to death. We are thinking ourselves to death, right? We're always waiting for something negative to happen. And a lot of us don't really want to work at it. A lot of us don't want to work at relationships, right? We just want it now, 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 now. Okay, so Just BB says, I almost went to Spelman, dodged that bullet. Yeah, I went to Clark because I wanted balanced energy. It was just balance, men and women. So, of course, all funny. Yeah, I think a lot of times, we say, see, it wasn't faithful. See, but it's a lot of people who are in relationships and it's just fine. The difference is now, is like I said, and it's the same thing like when we're looking at YouTube, right? The negativity. People want the negativity, people want the smoke, people tune in for that. And even when I was looking at, like how to grow your channel or whatnot, even YouTube was saying that, the negativity gets the most views, not the positive stuff. So we as humans have just become so obsessed with negativity that half of us don't believe there's any goodness left. So, okay, let me see what else is going on. Do men actually feel love? And I'm probably going to have like a love spell class in February next year. Because your question, Donna Dash, about men feeling love kind of relates to that. But when women ask if men feel love, women are asking from the woman's perspective of love. And we just compute things differently as men and as women. But let's see what spirit has to say about it. And that's why people's love spells be failing, because women be trying to do stuff on a man from a woman's perspective and it doesn't work. So let me see. I almost went to Spellman. Dodged that bullet. Sorry to Spellman. Alone. Corsall says I have a friend that went to Clark. Yeah, I went to Clark and then I transferred to Georgia State because baby, the foolery was fooling over there. And it's sad because I had a scholarship to go to Clark too. Oh, okay. Do men feel love? Let's see. Okay, we got some of that right here. We got some of that right here. Not gonna like this answer, but yeah, I already know how the answer is gonna come out. Okay, so what this is saying is we got so many cards here, but I want to focus on this King of Cups in reverse, right? And I know that for many people that's going to be translated as, maybe he's unstable, maybe emotionally he's not the best, but looking at all the rest of these cards, right? Men display their actions. Men are action oriented and they display things differently than we do. Okay? They display things differently than we do. So, see, here's this line again, right? The energy and how they process and deal with it is going to be different. They are going to show it differently. They're going to show it differently. One of the ways they show it is by not being an asshole, not being a jerk, not being a tyrant, not trying to take over you, not trying to rule over you. That's one of the ways that they show it. Another way that they show they love you, they spending that money, baby. They spending that money when they feel it, when they express it, they spending that money on you. So this is paying the bills. This is, doing whatever it is, getting the groceries, paying the bills. You said you wanted something nice. They hear you, they go buy it for you. Um, Filling up your car with gas, take you out. They show it differently than how women do, right? They're gonna fight for you. And they're really, really doing this when it's someone that they like. There are girlfriends, and then there are people who they really, really, really love. Right? So, and I say that to say that as someone that has experienced love from men in my life, the men that truly, truly loved me, my father, my boyfriend before Mr. Hoodoo, and Mr. Hoodoo right now, they all did similar things, buying me things, making sure I was protected, taking me places. I mean, to the point where I didn't even get my driver's license until I was like 24 or 25 because it wasn't taxing or out of their way to take me somewhere between my father, my boyfriend before Mr. Hoodoo, and Mr. Hoodoo now. So they show love differently by doing the things for you. And when they're doing the things for you, they're not complaining about it. That's how men who feel love for you, that's how they show it. Okay? So that's why I said I know some people aren't going to like that answer, but like I just knew what was going to come up. They're going to spend. They're not going to complain about spending. Okay? They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. So, because they know that's part of their role as men who are in love to take care of. And that means money. So let me go back in and look at some of this. I'm gonna go back to Donna's question. Donna, I'm gonna answer that right there, right now. They're not masculine. If they're repulsed by living near or with a woman, they're not masculine. No, they're not masculine. I'm gonna highlight Nyla's comment right here. You answered that like an experienced married woman. Yes, because I am. It's a shame that we can't have full convos about things because the assumption is that everyone is in a toxic relationship. But me feeling love is not the same as ours. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you from an experienced married woman in a safe, loving, protected relationship. I'm saying it from that aspect. Like it's not toxic at all. Like I said, Mr. Hoodoo is having spine surgery Tuesday, and this man wants to make sure that he does everything around the house to lighten my load because he knows he won't be able to bend, to lift, to twist while his spine is healing. That is a man trying to make it easier for me. Okay? So, thank you for that, Nyla. Oh, absolutely, right here. Absolutely, right here. Absolutely. And see, this right here, I think we have to talk about this too. Folks are just freaked out at the sight of a happy marriage. A lot of married people are miserable, but I think that's going back to the fear. I think that's going back to the fear and the fact that we focus on so much negativity. That's what some people say, but everybody who's in a happy marriage isn't taking these surveys. They're not. I don't participate in none of that crap. Like, I don't participate in that. I don't participate in that at all. And we also, yeah, we need to, yeah, when it comes time to that divine femininity, we're gonna have a conversation because, yeah, men express things differently, and that's why I said, like, when it comes to, like, love spells are a thing, but when it comes to how women apply love spells to men from a woman's perspective, and you can't do that. That's why they fail. You have to know how a true man, a masculine man, for the most part, you have to understand how men think in order to get your love spell to work. You can't do it. Just like when I see some women talking about, oh my God, he was a narcissist. How can I make him feel what I was feeling? He ain't. Ain't don't no narc care about you. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Nyla, because talking about most people are miserable. Where are y'all hearing it from? Who surveyed every married couple to find out who was happy and who wasn't? Who? My stepsister right now is in a fine, happily married relationship with she was a single mother, and this man married her, took in her son as his own. They have a lovely house out in the Chicago suburbs. She's a stay-at-home mom. He works. What? Like, y'all think so many people think that they're just miserable people, and everybody isn't built for marriage, and that's fine. But we can't just go out here saying, "Oh, well, most people who are married are miserable." That's a lie. It's not. Right, right. And I think some of us as women, we gotta detox off of things too. We have to detox off of things too, because like I said, some of us are really just cursing ourselves out here. So, okay, Donna said that's why I never understood why men showing me those actions you spoke about were mad, because I thought it was working fine and they get mad. Like you'll know. You will know. You will know that there are some out here who will just, pay money and throw something, but you will know. You will know. Because a real man, he's tender with you. You're not a thing to him. He's tender with you. When he touches you, it's soft and it's tender. Oh, I fully agree. I fully agree. Men and women need to be out here being healthy. I fully agree. I fully agree. And see, that's the problem right there. She's talking about hooking up and leaving. Girl, bye. Hooking up and leaving. No, 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 no. Hooking up and leaving. All right. You all have any more questions about this? Anybody else have any other questions? I know Donna be having like 5 million questions. She's so sweet. Yeah, then it's a little strange out here, but it's a little strange out here. But there's it's so much going on. And honestly, it's why I don't watch most things, because yes, Donna gonna have questions. Yep, my husband handles me with kid gloves. His tone softens. He touches me very gently, as if he can. Yeah, absolutely, mine too. Mr. Hoodoo too. Mr. Hoodoo too. Hmm. He touches me. It's gentle. It's soft. It's like when he really loves you and he touches you, it's supposed to feel like safety. I'm safe here. It's warm. It's gentle. It's caring. Like you will feel that in his touch when he really, really loves you. You will feel that. You will feel that. Yeah, no. That's called a hookup. Yeah, Nyla know. Nyla know. Like he's supposed to be like Mr. Hoodoo will get mad if I try and get something off the top shelf because he's just like, but I'm here, so I can do it. I can fix it. All right, Juanita has a question. Yeah, Nyla know. Nyla know. All right, Juanita's asked, are men going to rise to the mantle of manhood, or are they just going to continue to gravitate towards embodying feminine energy? Child, let's look and see. Oh, these little cards getting stuck together. Let me get a quick swig of water. All right. Let's see what one. Let's see how can we answer Juanita's question. Seven of Wands. And that's also partially why I don't talk about my relationship with some non-married women, because some women just see negativity in anything. I'm like, I don't need to be talking to you. You ain't gonna drag me down with mine. Okay, let's see. Are men going to rise to the mantle of manhood, or are they going to continue to gravitate towards embodying feminine energy? I think that based on what I'm looking at right here, right? There are some who are going to go that way. It's not that it's a split, but we have some men that are going to they're not going to fight sitting in that energy. Then there are some that will fight to be stable in that energy. And then we have some that are just going to go with how the wind blows. Like, I honestly feel like for some, it is, and this dog on this card looks so funny. There are some who are going to, it's a battle. And they know that being a man can be hard, right? But they don't mind working for stability. They don't mind working and doing what they have to do. They don't mind working to build a home, because even though it can be a little difficult, it's where they belong, right? But then we have some we just have some who just refuse to fight. They refuse to fight, and they're fine with sitting in. They're fine with sitting in it. They're fine with sitting in it. Then we have some who are fine with just going their own way. And I think some of these are the ones who are better at hiding it. They're better at hiding it. So we have some who will, we have some who won't. And then we have some that's just going whichever way the wind blows, that's what they're gonna do. So it just really depends on the person. It just really depends on the man. Yes, the pink patriarchs, yes. Why are elites trying to get rid of masculinity? My dearest Donna, we're going to have a conversation about your obsession with the elites. Okay, let's see. Why are the elites trying to get rid of masculinity? I love Donna and her elite questions. Why are the elites trying to get rid of masculinity? Starry-eyed. Hey, Starry-eyed. Has anyone seen Giggles? I have not seen Giggles in a while. Where is Giggles? I miss Giggles. Let's see. Let's see. Why are the elites trying to get rid of masculinity? I don't know which one of y'all have been listening to Patti LaBelle, but Patti LaBelle is in my head right now. So whichever one of y'all was listening to Patti LaBelle, now you got me listening to Patti LaBelle in my head. So thank you for that. Not really, but thank you. Yes, Earth to Giggles. Which one of y'all been listening to Patti LaBelle? I need for y'all to tell me. Because I'm picking up on it right now. Okay. Her question is, I was listening last night. Thank you for that, Nyla. Because yeah, Patti LaBelle just popped into my head. So thank you, Nyla. Now I'm gonna have to go listen to some Patti. Why are the elites trying to get rid of masculinity? Okay, this is the question. Let me put this up right here. Okay, so I'm not seeing it as trying to get rid of masculinity. What I'm seeing it as pacifying. Pacifying. So it's pacifying, and I'm seeing it as almost like a switch, right? Making things into what they are not. So a lot of unbalanced energy, trying to make things into what they are not. And it was happening fast. It was happening at a fast pace, but now it's kind of slowing down. And I think right now the energy is more of it's definitely more of it's like a mental game. It's a mental game, and now this is interesting because I'm gonna have to go back and check some astrological charts. So it's a mental game, but it's slowing down. And I know this is the chariot right here, but like I said, I think that it was moving faster. It kind of slowed down because right now, Plutonian energy is blowing up everything, destroying everything. I know we talk about like the age of Aquarius and all like that. Knowledge, things come to light. I think that there's a lot more resistance to things out here than we see because what we see, if you are watching quote unquote the news or TV or whatever, what we are seeing is the full on acceptance of it. But I think now, even with some of the content, like from our girl Nyla, we're seeing there's a lot more backlash about the situations, but it's not going to be on TV. So I feel like it was a quick full on stretch to try and switch things up, but there's more resistance now. There's more resistance now than what's being shown, right? So if you're watching TV and stuff, it's kind of everywhere, but there are, let's say, pockets of resistance. There's the rebels, right? Like I know we feel like this is, the empire, the republic, or whatever, but the rebel forces are out there. It's just not being shown. So it was moving faster, but it's kind of slowing down. That switch that was trying to go on, right? That switch that was trying to go on. Yeah, but there's definitely magic in the air about it. So that will probably be another conversation. Not about, you probably know about her pies and her singing. Yeah, Patty LaBelle, who child? Um, what is it? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Patty is singing. Patty is singing in my head. Oh child. I love and need and want you, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Nyla, this is your fault. It's literally playing in my head right now. Okay, Donna wants to know, would it actually be bad for the planet if everyone was in their feminine energy majority of the time? Well, if you like nature, then yeah, it would be bad. Like, there's the whole reason you have the both. It's supposed to be balanced, but let's just see. Of course, it'd be bad. Yep. Yeah. It wouldn't be good for the planet because where's the certain things need to happen, right? For things to move forward. All females, like this is not Jurassic Park where dinosaurs is coming out of nowhere. We need balance. Yeah, we need balance. What does this mean? We'd actually be losing a lot of Mother Nature because things need to happen. Like I kind of feel like, and this is in no way coming down on anyone, but let's not conflate how we may want things as humans with the natural way that the world is supposed to work, the natural order of nature, the natural way of things. So yeah. things will not be moving forward. Things will be unbalanced. Definitely not good. So no, it would not be good for just complete feminine energy out here. It's not natural. It's not natural. Patty just performed tonight. Girl, not the 90s, girl. No. Patty is like the 60s and 70s, ain't she? I love me some Patty. I just want to see Patty like sing somewhere over the rainbow and like roll around on the ground, how she be rolling around. Child. Patty. Yes, Patty. Hey girl, what you been up to? Yes, Donna, that was a very Jurassic Park of life finds like no, we're not doing that. It's literally not natural. Girl, you better go get you a VPN and call it a day. Y'all better learn some ways to get around stuff, cybersecurity. Girl, you better go get you a VPN and call it a day. Go buy you a VPN or subscribe to a VPN. That way you can switch your IP address to that of the United States and get what you need to get done. Y'all need to learn some cybersecurity, some basic cybersecurity. Donna said I'm getting all my questions out. Nicole Slays. Yeah, where is Giggles? I need to, I feel bad. I don't know. VPN wouldn't be allowed either here for that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Might pass Bill C11 because I just had a crazy experience at the store. Other than that, I'm great. Okay, girl. Well, I hope it wasn't too crazy. And it's totally raining outside and I can hear it. VPN wouldn't be allowed here either for that. Yeah. Even the people in China with their oppressive regime are getting around that. So something sounds fishy. The people in China, the people in Egypt, and all them countries where they're trying to shut that stuff down. Yeah, even they're getting around it. So, I'm not in your country, but I will say there is always a way. Okay, so keep in mind that. Yeah. This tonight has been very, very interesting. I think the part about it that was the most interesting was just knowing that some men know that something is wrong and they choose to not deal with it. But it's always easier to be lazy and not work, right? And that's for everyone. Dang, she tore it up, baby. Yeah, I was still looking to that because child, yeah. And if that's the case, then you need to get you a VPN now. Subscribe to one because you can even download the software. So, child, see if it was me, I'd be messing with my router, but yeah, okay. Juanita says, are the men who embody masculine energy going to gain more power, or are the feminine men going to outnumber them and rule in their girl, get out of here playing and rule in their pantyhose with all the provisions being created for them? Not rule in their pantyhose, child. Let's see. Child. Not ruling their pantyhose. I love you for that. I really do, Juanita. I told you that was my grandmother's name. Naru and a pantyhose. Okay, let's see. Okay, nails not helping. Nails are not helping. And I don't even like the lady who did, well, Not that I don't like the lady who did my nail. My nail lady, she was gone. She was on vacation. And I couldn't be mad at that. But when I go back next time, honey, oh, she gonna be hooking my nails up. Okay. Who is this? Okay. So from what I'm seeing is that oh, 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 oh. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, like from your question and just like looking at all this, I kind of feel like the men in their pantyhose, they're allowed to do that right now because it's easier for, okay, so you got the men in the pantyhose, right? It's easier for the other men to just come right in and just do whatever need to be done. Swoop up, fight for the businesses, fight for control of this, fight for control of that, because like I said, they don't have anything to fight against, right? So the men out here in the pantyhose are not putting up a fight. So those who do fight, they don't have any opposition. So this is a good thing for them. This is a good thing for them. Now, when it comes to the community of those who are in the pantyhose, it's almost like they were being purposely led. Like they're being led, I don't want to say not to their slaughter, but like it's a perfect thing for them to follow, because again, the men who are out here menning for real, there's less opposition for them. So if we got the other men out here worried about bras, and the real men are out here worried about businesses, finances, things like that, then those of the pantyhose community are in a perfect position, because the men who are about conquering, taking over, they have less men to fight, right? But it will come to an end. This the group, but yeah, it will eventually come to an end. And don't be surprised if we see laws come up somewhere down the line in the future, the far future. Don't be surprised if we see laws coming up to get rid of such things. So that was real interesting. That was real interesting. Well, okay, now when we're talking about male deities, there are deities deities depending on the path you're talking about, because some deities just like the male form, but deities aren't either or. So that's one thing. Are these men the future of world leadership? No, Juanita. The men in the panties aren't the men of future leadership. It's the masculine men. But right now, the masculine men are fine with the men in the panties doing what they do, because the leadership men can get done what they need to get done. And then at some point, they're going to come and be like, "No, we're not doing this no more." And those in the panties, will be I don't want to say it'll be outlawed. It'll probably be some laws coming up sometime in the future. But no, the ones leading in the future are going to be the masculine men. Right now, this is a red herring, and they're fine with those who are easily distracted being distracted by it. So, if that makes sense. Okay, Donna Dash. All right, I'm gonna get off of here at 11, so at 15 minutes. Loving me to want you, baby. Loving me to want you, baby. Let me get some more water. Okay, Donna Dash. How do male deities feel about what the men are doing? I think you're kind of thinking about deities in a human perspective, because a deity can literally come in whatever form as they want. Like, let's not place our human limits on deities, on supernatural beings, on paranormal beings. Let's not. But the male deities, yeah, no, they think it's trash. It's trash. And the deities are actually watching this train wreck, because it's not up to deities to change things. It's up to us as humans to change things. So, yeah, they're watching this train wreck. Yeah, no, that energy, yeah, no, it's it's unnatural, right? It's unnatural. Just like if somebody's just like, oh man, I'm gonna take some pills and grow some gargoyle wings and fly around. Like, it's unnatural. That's not natural. Deities and spirits, a lot of them, they have their divine functions as well, but they still live within the laws. They're still there within the laws of the spiritual realm and the physical realm, and just certain things are just unnatural and not part of the realm, because no one was it's no different than like sewing some cat ears on your head. Why? It's unnatural. But anyway, yeah, no, they saying it's trash. Yeah, Starry Eye. Yeah, there, and like I said, there's more. If you're watching mainstream television, it's like it's a bussy free for all. But and I say bussy in the most respectful way as possible, but that's what's being pushed, right? It's easy to, because when you don't have other men to fight, you can go and take over, right? So know that there are plenty of groups and people out there, especially when it comes to like other countries and stuff like that around the world, that there aren't that many that are just like, hey, we just mm-mm. But we don't get shown that if you're looking at um mainstream media. So you got to go to various outlets to see what's really happening around the world. Yeah, no, they saying it's trash. Because yeah. Will this ruin the population increasing, or will it be fine? Well, the one thing humans know how to do is to have some cheering. Let's see. Will this ruin the population increasing, or will things be fine? Let's see. Let's take some from the middle. That man went upstairs with that pie. I'll let him have his pie because I'm going to breakfast in the morning. I'm going to get me a Nice country breakfast in the morning. Okay, let's see. Why do we keep some of these same people keep coming up? Interesting. 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 Okay, so to answer that question, I think from what I'm seeing here, no, it won't um ruin the population increasing. It won't. What's going to happen is they're going to continue to be so many more communities, and every type of community, people like to gather in groups. We always have, because humans aren't meant to be alone. This is going to create more and more different types of groups. Um some people are going to be leaving groups, some people are going to be creating groups. But one thing that I'm really seeing is that there's going to become an issue of there's going to become an issue of it's just too much going on. And when there will be too much going on, it's going to create chaos and upheavals. Like it's going to be the point where like enough is enough. And then that's when things are going to really get interesting, cuz it's kind of like now it's just like you can be this, you can be that, you can do this, you can do that, you can go here, you can go there, you can live with a rock. Your rock is now your son. Like it's so many things going on, and it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna come to a head. It's gonna come to a head. But no, it won't do anything necessarily to the population. Earth is gonna keep on earthing, and humans are gonna keep on human. But it's kind of interesting if you could see these cards. I literally have 13579, 13579, 13579. So there's odd numbers are chaotic. They're chaotic. So don't be surprised if in the future there's going to be more like fighting about this. Do not be surprised at all. I mean, biracial is one thing, but biracial has nothing to do with the Pink Panty Brigade. Biracial has nothing to do with, men opting out of manhood. That has nothing to do with it. Because, and we can see this fracturing now, right? When we're looking at the alphabets. Some of the alphabets claim the other ones, some of the alphabets don't claim the other ones, some of the alphabets don't care. It's becoming so much so to where it's going to be so much fracturing and group creation. It's going to become a problem. It's going to become even much more of a problem. So yeah, girl, why are you talking about when I went to Fogo? Girl, we go to Fogo. You can't be wasting that good lamb in Fogo. We will not. The lamb did not die for this. Lamb chop did not die for us to waste that sweet tenderless, to waste that sweet tender meat. We're not gonna waste that lamb meat. Yeah, Juanita, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, like, even now, like I said, what the media shows you and what's really going on and how some people really feel, because we have to remember that there are some people who disagree with this they don't say anything, right? Or they disagree with it and they just put their money where they feel like they should support. The media is showing one thing, but there are plenty of people who do not agree with certain things, right? So what you see on the media is not necessarily representative of how an entire country feels or, even how, some people feel. There are some people fine with it, some people who aren't, right? Just like look at, Taz and the way Taz calls out things. But if you watching the TV, then everybody's fine with it, right? We all know that's not the case. As a human people, no. From what I'm seeing, no. As a human species, no, we're never going to fully embrace it. Like I said, there are so many more groups that we don't see. And notice that the people who don't agree with it are called, phobic or turfs or whatever, to try and make you back down from what you truly believe in. But no. Yeah, the media is full of trash. That's why I don't watch that. I don't watch that BS. Ever since stopped watching the news like 2, 3 years ago, and most TV that has commercials, ever since I stopped watching that, life has been so much better because it's literally just it's BS. It's someone else's ideas of what you should be thinking or paying attention to. Not saying that knowing that there is a serial unaliver isn't important, but all the other BS that comes with television. So I curate what I want to watch and listen to, most of it on YouTube. Girl, who is saying that? What article is this? Y'all gonna have to find this article and send this article to me because I ain't never seen or heard of such a thing. Exactly. And then there are people like um what's her name? And then there are people like Irene who does not have her children in such a space. It's more people like that than what you think. Do we really think that's what the Amish in their Amish communities are teaching their children? No. Yeah. Like I know the US is weird, but Canada is weird too. And that's why I'm really glad I don't have children right now. Cause child, yeah. Yeah, wisdom, girl, find me this article, wisdom. In the early 2000s, because yeah, I was in 2000, I was what, 17? So yeah, girl, find me this article so I can see this. But see, when you have an agenda, it doesn't, when you are planning things, right? You plan things, you don't start halfway there. You have to put things into play so you can pull out, because when we're talking about certain things, you know, certain things being inserted with other people's and other groups' history, you know, so we can do right now what we're doing and pull something from like 50, 60 years ago and say, see, it was happening back then. The world is a stage. A lot of stuff going on is just like a movie script. It's pre-planned. So yeah, girl, you want to find me this right here. Yeah, I want to see this right here. I want to see this right here. So yeah. So this was very, 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 very interesting. Who is saying that the majority of the world? Okay. no, no. That's what they're teaching you all. That is what they're teaching you all. If this is what they're telling you and they're repeating it over and over and over to the next, yeah, no. Mm, people, homeschool your children. Homeschool your children because numbers wise, you just can't even claim this for everybody. You just can't even claim this for everyone. Right? I was never taught that in school. Child, how old are you? Never. But like I'm saying, how are you going to say that? How many humans are there in the world? How do you know? And see, they're saying it. Okay, so just based on what you said, being 100% straight isn't a thing. So if that's the case, then we can flip it and say being 100% homosexual isn't a real thing. People are in between. You see what I'm saying? But then they'll be like, no, 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 I'm fully, I'm saying? It's not logical. Okay, Wisdom said this article is about what the world will look like in 2050. No, no, no. Right. Okay, yeah, okay, well, they explain that to you, but is that what you were taught? Are you fully accepting this or not? Because when someone teaches you something, you are fully accepting their version of things. So, and you know what, wisdom, I was thinking about your favorite your famous phrase earlier today, child, and you know what it is, too. Yeah, okay. You can believe that if you want to, Donna. The science to refute it is all the humans that have ever lived, all the humans that'll be in the future, all the humans now, unless they're testing 8 billion humans, then they need to be quiet. Thank you. Right. You have to test that on an entire human species. So until they do, you don't have the science to refute it. Nah, you know wisdom. You know the one. No blank love. No blank love. You know that one. So how do you have to have this? Listen, I didn't even get into this conversation. I'm not going to argue with foolery that they out here telling people because they use the word science. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. This was real interesting. It was real interesting and Canadian puberty class, sex education. Okay. Human DNA. Okay. Yeah, in the United States, it's called sex ed. At least it was when I was in high school. Is it still called sex ed? Girl, that was so long ago, I can't remember. Yeah, sometimes you just have to open your brain and just really, really like I think a lot of times when things are published or presented, it's just for you to take things at face value and not question anything. And if we're going to be scientific, we have to question everything because that is at the basis of science is to question things and ask questions and see why. Yep, that's it right there, wisdom. Ooh, child, they got y'all real good. Okay. They got y'all real good, Donna. Okay. Okay. And maybe it is. Maybe it is because like I said earlier in this reading, talking about knowing something is wrong, like down to like the hormones and maybe even at the cellular level, which is genetics. So maybe it is. But the question is, when it comes time now that there are people who are making designer children and choosing things and turning things on and turning things off, is there a potential for this to be edited out? So, yes, wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, but humans aren't plants. And that's why I said this is not Jurassic Park. And plants doing it is for purposes of living and moving forward. It's to live, it's to survive. It's not, you know, an ideology. Yeah, plants are doing it. Species that are doing it, it's to live and to reproduce or edit something out. It's not like what humans do. So that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Yeah, there is some in nature. Yeah, it is. But when we're looking at nature as a whole, what is it that you're seeing? Anyhow. Girl, how you do that, girl? How you get some eggplant in prison, girl? That's gonna be a story I want to hear, girl. Girl. Right. Right. Same thing. People be at places like Spelman and they sure know how to sneak the boys in. Thank you, wisdom. Thank you. This right here. Like when plants and animals are doing things, it's not for it's not the same as when we as humans are doing things who have complete control over our environment. Like they're doing it for a reason. Right, that's what I'm saying, girl. We need to find a girl, I don't care what it was. Girl, where the eggplant come from? I'm curious, child. I'm curious where the eggplant come from. In in jail. Girl. I mean, and then here we go. Do they really think it's about to be a bunch of men and their egos that's gonna be letting women not fighting to have their place in in reproduction? Is this what people really think? Is this what really people think? Yeah, we just gonna turn down this. No, 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 no. Girl, you driving, girl. Okay, girl, we're gonna have to set something up later so we can hear the story of how April got eggplant um when April was in the slammer. Girl, that sounds real good. You know me, I'm I've never been to jail, I've never been arrested, I've never taken drugs. I've never I don't even get drunk. In all my years of driving, I've only had like one ticket, and that was in like 2011. I haven't had a ticket or been pulled over by the police. I'm pretty good. Goody two shoes or whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't even use the porta potties unless like I have to. It's an emergency, girl. I've never like peed outside. I've never done so many things. It's just like, like I'm a lady. So I want to hear these stories. I ain't never visited. Well, I visited one person in jail, prison, whatever you want to call it, and that was once. Girl, I'm so vanilla. Mm. I'm so vanilla. I'm so vanilla, but I'm fine with that. No, I do have tattoos. I have 3 tattoos, but yeah, doing all that uncivilized stuff, like that's why I can never go camping. You want me to do what outside? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm a goody two shoes. Yeah, I'm a very goody two shoes. I forgot who had asked me if I ever peed outside. I'm like, no. Why would I pee outside? This is human civilization. There are toilets, and I'm not gonna be at a place where it's not any toilets. So, like they be talking about, yeah, let's come hike Stone Mountain. Nope. What am I gonna do when I have to use the bathroom and we on Stone Mountain? I'm not gonna be in the bushes. What I look like? I'm a lady. Okay, I am a lady. I am a lady. Okay, lady. Pee outside. Mm-mm. You not do that. I'm not an animal. I'm not a dog or a cat. That's what my dog does. I don't do that. Yeah. So, I'm vanilla too. I handle that situation like a G. Yeah. I've never had to fight. Mm-mm. Now, see, Coruscant, I do have a temper, but I try not to let it get that way because, like I said, my natal Mars is in Aries. So I used to wonder why would they get mad at stuff like that? And go from a 0 to 100. And in my mind, I'm just like, yeah. So what we gonna do is we gonna do this and we gonna do this, and they ain't gonna know, and then they gonna be fucked up, and then yeah, I'm gonna get their ass. And then I just be like, no, let me calm down, let me calm down, because I don't want to go to jail. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't do because I knew I would go to jail, and I don't want to go to jail. So that's probably why I haven't done a lot of stuff. Oh no, I've never been fighting. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's why I never did stuff. See, yeah, I just figured it out. I've never done a lot of things because it would end up in jail. I'd end up in jail or prison, and there's no bathroom privacy. They probably got one ply. It's a terrible, terrible environment, and I'm too much of a lady for that. So that's why I've never done some things. But if I could do some things and get away with some things, I probably would. No, I've never fight. No. Y'all just be out here fighting. I'm ruled by Mars and then my see, I'm the type of person like I'm trying to be like I was always like, how can I do this and there's no messy cleanup? How can I do something and get what I need to get done and there's no messy cleanup? I'm the person that's gonna probably call and hire the hitman. So like, yep, I was never a church person. Y'all be out here. Yeah, see, I've never had to fight or nothing like that. I ain't breaking my good nails over you. Drop the link. Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear this. I want to hear the story. Let me figure out how to drop this link real quick. Okay, let me see. Because I just want to hear April's story about um just April. This isn't a panel. I just want to hear April tell me how she got eggplant in prison. Now, see, let me tell you something. No one cares. I'm from the South Side of Chicago. No one cares that my parents were about that life. So I have the about that life gene. But I'm just like, why? There are better ways to get things done. Right. I don't start fights either, but if I have to, I'll finish it. Because I do, Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, like I said, yeah, but like I said, I'm more of the, let me think about it and get it done in a way that doesn't require a mess, me breaking my nails, me not looking cute. Um, how can I get this done so there's no messy cleanup and potentially no one will find out? Like I'm the type I'll probably just like drug you. So, when you're sleeping, I can just inject you like under your toenail with like some potassium chloride or something like something like that. Like I'm not about to fight. So yeah, that's me. That's how I am. I'm just like, how can I make this as less messy as possible? Some that's the only thing I remember from chemistry class. Potassium chloride. It's odorless, colorless, and tasteless. I was like, oh, okay, so I need to remember this for one day. Okay, yeah, I'm a slow poison you. But if I get to the point where I have to harm you, like one of my favorite songs is about like this woman that like killed this man. But anyway, this is only for April. So if you are not April, do not click this because I'm gonna put you out. We will follow instructions. That's for April. So I feel you, Coruscant. Exactly. Like if I get to that point, it's gonna have to be like for a real reason. But yeah, I'm more of the like, yeah, can we just poison them and just call it a day? Like, let them die while they on the toilet or something like that. Like poisons are good. Like, cherry pits. Just slow poisoning. So, okay, I'm gonna add April to the stream. Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Let me see if I
Okay,
can turn
cool.
this up.
I know you can hear me. I'm driving. I'm trying to get lost. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was locked up. You wouldn't let me out, and so I started like getting into it with like the deputies there and shit, because they be trying to talk to you crazy, and I was in there for like some injustice type shit, so that was already pissing me off. So like, they wasn't finna just talk to me any kind of way. So when you do that out in Cali, this is out in Cali. So when you do
Hmm.
that, the deputies want to throw you over where like the crazy people are. Most people over there ain't really crazy though. They just do that to punish you because like you can't come out like in the GP, the general population. They have to like give you your food and all this shit compared to like in GP. Wait, am I on the
Yeah.
right lane? So so over there they just
Oh,
start
excuse me.
antagonizing. So over
Uh-huh.
there they just start like harassing like the black inmates and stuff. Like they won't feed you or anything. Like they starve you and everything. This shit was crazy. So 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 if they really don't like you, then they'll try to send you to the state hospital, right? And because that's what they do, they'll start trying to starve you, whatever, and then they'll say, oh, and after you start cussing them out over your food, because like they come to your door like every 15 minutes.
Hmm.
So they'll have your food sitting right there where you can see it, and they may give than everybody else, or like maybe like the white girls or the Hispanic chicks their food, and you're like, okay, hey, like, well, are you gonna give me my food? And they'll just act like they don't hear you. So about 2 hours later, you were like, motherfucker, like, give me my food. So they'll tell their doctors there that you have anger issues and you need medication.
Right, right, right,
And so, like, some people actually take it and be drugged out their mind, like just gone, like not the same person at all.
right, right.
So if you're like resistant, they'll just like wish you to the hospital. So that's what they did with me or whatever. So at the hospital, it's co-ed. So it's,
Oh,
yeah, and he was fine as fuck. So
okay,
oh shit,
okay. I'm with
wait,
it.
wait. Woo! I hate this. When are they gonna fix this? Hold on, y'all. When are they gonna fix this road?
Never.
I They need
Okay,
to hurry up and fix
okay.
that. Okay, so he's co-ed. So like you just be chilling,
Right, right,
like
right. Chilling.
chilling, like be having liquor there, be having all kind of stuff.
Right.
And he was fine. He kind of, I'm trying to think who he would remind you of. He was buff, like caramel complected,
Right.
long eyelashes. Kind of looked like he almost looked like he could be like a little brother to like Ice Cube or like a brother to Ice
Okay,
Cube's
Ice
son.
Cube. Okay, okay,
And he was fine, yes. So I had to bag him, had to give
okay,
him,
okay,
this
okay.
money because
Listen. I am not mad.
I can't even hear. Hold on. What you say?
I said I'm not mad at all. I am not mad.
And so like a lot of like because like they give you condoms and things like that, but they say, oh no, it's not allowed, but they give you condoms.
Right. Okay. Wink, wink. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
how I managed to get some beefcake while I was locked up.
Okay. Okay.
I
I'm with
probably could have
that.
got some from a deputy too, though.
Hashtag bag 'em. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. Hashtag bag him. Okay. Yes. 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 I love it. I love it.
It actually wasn't that bad at the hospital.
Okay. Okay. It sounds like it's a win-win for everybody. Okay.
That's why some people like to plead the insanity and stuff like that
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense.
in court, so they can possibly get sentenced to the state hospital because it's really is way better, of course, than the jail or the prison.
Okay. See, you just put me up on game because, like I said,
Yeah,
girl, I don't know. I don't be I don't do that.
I
So
mean, you like I think like that too. Like oh, how can I do this and get away with it or something? If I can't get away with it, I'm not gonna attempt it.
right, right, right. Exactly, exactly. That has to be the whole point to get away with something.
Hold on,
She
I'm
said,
on the
"Not
phone.
eclectic after dark." Child, it eclectic after. We gonna have to do that, girl. Eclectic after dark. Thank you for that.
Eclectic after dark. I got flipped and dipped. Yes, y'all.
Okay, okay,
Flipped
okay. Yeah,
and
okay.
dipped.
I like that. See, she was logical. She was methodical. And she was, most importantly, she was safe. They had the condoms. So make
Safe
sure y'all
condoms,
safe.
people. It was condoms. It was none of the.
Safe. The safest
That's what I
people.
probably would never do with a deputy because I don't. They can't bring condoms if you're like in the jail, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how like some of the women end up
Okay.
pregnant. I think when they're incarcerated because
Yeah, we don't want that.
yeah, you can't do
Okay.
that.
Eclectic after dark. That's gonna be the new hashtag. Okay. Shout out to
Eclectic after
Juanita
dark.
for that. Make sure Juanita gets the credit for that. Nicole Slade says, I'm hollering. I love it. Okay.
It was fun times. It'll be a
Fun
fun times
times.
actually.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm very I don't put myself in situations where I have to end up uncomfortable. So like jail, camping, all the stuff like that. Like I ain't never doing that. Don't ask me to go camping. Don't ask me to go. We
Oh yeah,
not
my
doing that.
daughter, my daughter used to beg for me to take them camping. I'm like,
I'm
I'm
not
not
going
going
to a park
camping.
that doesn't have bathrooms. Like I'm gonna leave. Like I remember when I was working Habitat for Humanity years ago, and they had a porta potty there. Shoot, I got in my car and I went to the McDonald's to use the bathroom, and then I came back. That's how much I don't do certain things.
My daughter is definitely afraid of any kind of bug. If she see any kind of bug, no matter how
Yeah, I don't do
small it is,
bugs
and fly.
either.
Yeah, so I'm like, how
Mm-mm.
you want us to go camping?
Right, I'm not.
Yeah.
So, right.
She has a heart, like almost a heart attack with any little bug.
Yeah, I hate bugs.
Yeah, that's my daughter, like all the way. But you're a Pisces.
Yes.
She's a Cancer.
Pisces sun. Yeah, I don't do all that bugs.
Look at those lights.
Yeah, I don't do that. So I don't do that at all.
I don't mind it.
No,
To
no.
me, like out there though, like I always wonder, like, is there people out here, like, it's just some like hitchhiking person that's just been living out in the woods,
Probably.
like, like they just like like some scary movie type shit. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
probably, especially some of the ones like
What?
who like were in the
I'm going to
military who
talk
were
about. I told you to
trained.
subscribe. You can run in there and get some Alfredo sauce. So,
Okay,
and some
Alfredo
cheese.
sauce. Okay.
I'm sorry, I was talking about.
Oh, no worries, no worries. But yeah, even like some of those people who were in the military who were like trained to like live in the forest and stuff like that. Yeah, they probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all those different. We were watching something like last week or a couple weeks ago, and the guy who was like a murderer, he was like on the run in Alaska wilderness. They was like, oh, he's fine being a mountain man out there. So be a whole mountain man in the wilderness of Alaska, just fine, just chilling. So I'm just like, I'm not built for that.
Yeah. I think something like that just happened recently though in real life.
Um, I need matter of fact, I'm bougie to the point where I don't even go to a hotel if they have a
Hmm,
I don't go
let me
to a
get some.
hotel if they still have the shower
No,
tub combination. I don't even do that.
fettuccine noodles. Well, I guess a piece.
So,
That's what you want.
oh yeah, shower tub combination at a hotel is for peasants. Like this 2022
Oh,
now.
text me. You know what to get.
So, but yeah, eclectic after dark. We gonna have to
Eclectic.
do that one day. We gonna
We're
have
gonna have
to
to
do
do
that.
that.
Eclectic after dark.
Yeah, we had liquor in
Okay. So
jail. Like it was
y'all had
called.
a
They call it Juno.
okay. So y'all had okay. So y'all had a little okay.
We was kicking it. I'm saying.
Kicking it. Okay.
I was making money. I was doing people's hair.
Okay. Quite the entrepreneur, aren't we? Yes,
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 ma'am. Gotta get the guap no matter where you are.
yes, yes, yes. Who else was from Chicago? Like it was somebody else. Like was from Chicago. I'm just like okay,
I'm from the Midwest. I'm not from Chicago. Though. I'm from
okay,
Minneapolis, and my mom, my older brothers are from Gary, and then we got
okay,
cousins from Chicago. From go.
okay, okay. I'll pull you in. So yeah, okay. So she was an entrepreneur. She got eggplant.
Got
They had
eggplant.
liquor.
We had some liquor. You know, trying to think that had any weed. No, it didn't have any weed there. There was drugs there.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But
See,
I
I
think there
wish I
was no
could braid
weed.
because if I could braid, then I would be making money. My friend in college, she actually had a cosmetology license, so like all the guys would come get their hair braided, and she was making money. And I was just like, dang, I ain't got no skill, but I didn't need one because Mr. Hood was wearing my custom, so I didn't need a skill. So
Hold on.
okay, y'all. Okay, okay. Well, that was
Yeah, yeah. I did some braids. I did some dreads while I was there.
that sounds good to me. Um, so.
But everyone say no to crime.
Right. So say no to crime unless you know you can get away with it. Okay, say
Right.
no to crime. But I'm all for um justified revenge. But just know if you do it, just know your consequences unless you do your juju to where you have what you did. So Say no to crime, everyone. I want everyone to stay here with me. Say no to
in the
crime.
free world.
Yes, because like I said, I'm not a yes, use magic to get yes, absolutely. Yes, yes.
Yes, use
Ser-
magic to get away with this.
Seriously, there are some spirits that can help you hide things. So
Oh, yes.
keep your
I
secret.
need, I need to do like a consultation because I missed the last two candle classes.
Yeah,
The
I'm
second
gonna
one.
email you. I did not forget.
Okay.
So it's gonna take me a minute, but I'm gonna email you back because you and Donna missed something. So you and Donna missed something. So I gotta email you back. I did not forget Donna. But yes, there are some spirits that will help you do things and they will literally hide your secrets.
Oh yes.
So
I didn't know all this. Like I told you, like my mom, she didn't tell me she knew voodoo until like about like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm like, why are you just not telling me this?
see your mom was out there probably doing work for you and you just didn't know. But yeah, I read a lot and I do a lot.
Girl, I can
Yeah,
act
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like I said, Mr. Hoodoo has surgery on Tuesday, so I will be in the hospital. I will be away all day on Tuesday, but he's coming home Tuesday evening, and like I'm still doing readings and consultations, even though I'm not doing any more classes until next year. So just check my schedule because December is like the 10th, the 17th, some other date, and some other date. I already have things going. So just check my calendar. Um, Whenever you go and sign up for a reading or consultation, because the available days will be there. The ones that are crossed off won't be. And yeah, I got like a sneaker ball I'm going to, one party, another party, So yeah, just check my. But I'm still doing all my client work and consultations and readings and stuff like that. So yeah, just reach out to me, and if I ever have a conflict, I'll always speak with you to rearrange and reschedule. So it's not an issue. I know that ghost in your house too. Yeah, is that man still in your house, Donna? Because that man was that man. But yeah, I'm here. Yeah, see y'all. Yeah, I've learned a lot in my years of working things, and as I progress from one type of magic to another, yeah, you kind of learn some things and you're just like, oh, okay, so this is why this is okay. Okay, the type of work that's usually the hardest for people is money magic and love work are usually the hardest for people because everybody think things are like Harry Potter. No, we sold our house last year for a lot of money, which made the house that we sold the highest selling house in the neighborhood, period. I do lots of things.
How to get rid of a crazy side chick?
Get rid of her how?
She's like a stalker. She's been like stalking my page and mimicking me and stuff. It's weird.
The best way to do that will be to convince her that you aren't worth her time to do all these things. That's the best way to do it. It's not about getting rid of the person. See, people are their thoughts. Everything that we do is because we thought about it. So, and we figure like, okay, there's a benefit to doing it. You rob a bank because you need money. So you probably was desperate enough to do, you know what I mean? So everyone is their thoughts. To get people to do things, aka influence, you have to tell them why doing something is a good thing or why not doing something is a good thing. So you have to get in their mind and say, hey, don't do this because, or it's better to do this because people are their thoughts.
I don't
That's
want to say nothing to her. I've just been like,
no. I
subliminally.
mean, but you asked how to get rid. That's how you would have to work on their mind to get her to stop doing it.
Little girl, what is your problem? Why are you acting like this? You little Eskimo, you look like a little Eskimo.
Yeah, keep in silence as much as possible. Yeah, that's why I don't tell people about what I be doing.
I'm not even sure I actually found
or
my
just
page. I
industry
just
darkness.
realized like
Donna, you have a lot. Donna, I feel like, and I love you, boo, but Donna, I feel like you take in so much and you are easily influenced by even the simplest things that you read. And because of that, you're taking on so much when you don't have to. You're fighting battles that aren't yours to fight, right? Instead of focusing on other things that will directly affect you now. Like, not saying that we're not supposed to fight things, but like, you know, when we're talking, it's the elites, the elites, the elites. And
it's not good.
that's not, yes, things are in play, but it's a society thing, not a Donna taking on the world thing. So humans as a society are supposed to get ready to fight, not one, not Donna, not Donna. So you want to avoid industry darkness, you might want to, that means disassociating from so much stuff, and you're not ready to disassociate yet.
Can you repeat that one more time, Q? When you said convince the side chick to like to do something else.
Okay, so yeah, so
Well, I think that's well, that was kind of my thought process. I've been kind of like,
so
sending like subliminals on my page to like, girl, like move your ass
well,
around.
you
Because
did directly.
I'm
So
gonna roast you,
well,
kind of
no,
thing.
not like that. Like I'm talking about seriously getting into someone's mind.
Dude, what are you? Would you come on? I'm ready to go home.
But you can't. Okay, so Donna, you can't. And I'm gonna get back to April. But you want to be famous and do your movies. You can't be a separate part of that world without being in it. Same with like politicians. Many politicians go into politics thinking like I'm gonna be the good person at change, and it's something about that realm that pulls them in. So if you want to be without industry darkness, you don't need to go into the industry because that's what it is. You need to pick something else. Now, April, back to what you were saying, it's not subliminals on your page. I'm talking about direct magic, probably working with a spirit,
Oh,
get into that girl's head and make her leave you alone. Like that.
oh.
Not like subliminals on your page, because if you're doing subliminals are can either be
I mean, so she knows it's her though.
yeah,
She
yeah, yeah.
knows
Like
it's for her.
I get that, but if she knows something is for her, she's gonna come back looking. So the point is to completely change her thought process so she doesn't even think about you or she forgets about you. But it really has to be like that's the type of work. It's not like, hey, subliminals. It's not that, it has to be something changed in her mind. Like I said, so that's type of work, working with spirit to get her to stop stalking. So that's, yeah. It's not even starving attention, because people will just do whatever. Like starving attention, they'll find something else to pick at. Like starving attention.
See, that's what
Hey,
my little girl.
yeah, starved attention. No, this we're not talking about, like a 5-year-old or something like that. We're talking about,
See, yeah, like my bully mode had activated, so like,
yeah, but that's still, and that's still an energetic exchange. You want to completely get in their mind and change their thought process. And there are plenty of spirits that you can work with, but I don't. Y'all aren't ready for that type of work yet
damn it,
because
damn it.
y'all are afraid of things. So
I'm not afraid.
yeah, yeah, okay. That's what people say until I say X, Y, and Z demon is a specialist in this. And then people be like, oh my God, not a demon, because y'all out here calling Dusties demons. So if y'all already have this idea in your mind that demons are evil or whatnot, then you don't even need to work with that because
No, because like I think it's like kind of like in Buddhism. I think they're like what they call them. I think they call them divas, but some are like good or bad. But they're like I think they like all have like both
right.
traits.
Because people are still out here on the notion that angels are some fluffy creatures that are soft and nice to you when there are literally angels that you can call upon to go and fuck people up. So
Okay.
there's this whole there's this dichotomy that has been made with certain attributes assigned to each one, and it's really not the case. It's really like everything is a gray area.
Okay.
So
So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
so so yeah, no, I'm just being very very honest because some people are just like, oh my God, he's a demon and you're a demonic and these are I'm convinced these people are demons and I'm just like every time I hear it I'm just like but them demons ain't do that, people did that. Like
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've said it too before, but I
yeah,
know,
like
you know.
good and evil
Hold
and
on.
good. It's like no, they're just literally here to do what you ask them to do. So so yeah, like I said, none of y'all are out here going to get a book on quote unquote Satan and Satan's, whatever. Y'all not doing that. And that's why many people don't grow in their work and in their practice because and I get everything isn't for everyone, but it's almost like science. It's an art and it's a science. Like once you there's levels to things and you shouldn't be afraid to try certain things if you have a foundation enough where you know what you're doing and you can fix things. So so yeah. Yeah, the angel, but see, the angel of death isn't the angel of death. Literally, just has a job to do. But the angel of death can also help you speak to those who have passed over. Azazel, yeah. Azazel, yeah. But angels aren't like some fluffy cloud that's just here and they're bringing you roses and grapes. Like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Especially not with all the ones that was killing people. Mm-mm.
Sorry, I'm driving, trying to pull, and people are all in my way. Come on.
Yeah, the Satanic Bible ain't even out there like that. Like, people just be like, "Oh my God, the Satanic Bible." I'm just like, okay, but
Oh, people. See, I'm not like I wasn't raised Christian or anything like that. So like
right,
things is
that
people say
Christian
satanic, that just goes right over my head.
dichotomy just has ruined so much. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm not
And
one of
you're
those.
talking about this,
You
but
know.
you're still out here friends with the people who doing stuff to you. I'm like, y'all
Right.
got the wrong thing, damn it.
Yeah, I ain't like the water boy's mama. Like everything's the devil to you. My grandma was kind of like that though. She was very, very religious.
Yeah, like
But then, like, okay, like my grandma, she's like, you know, was very religious and like, oh, devil music and tattoos this and tattoos that and all that, da da da. When she was 65, she got 3 tattoos. I'm like, what is happening?
exactly, exactly. So listen, I'm not here to tell people what to do, but I will say that um uh, sometimes you just should work with spirits on certain things. So you're so
Like, like,
Canadian.
like, are the spirits like biblically based or are they just are
They're
they
from everywhere.
okay? Okay.
Or all around the world. Why is it that you think that people can pray all around the world and everybody in their different cultures and whatnot get things done? it just makes sense that it's spirituality and not religion. Yeah. So
Just curious, like, did
yeah,
your
no, I get it. No, I
did,
get you for real. But yeah, you got
did
people
your mom teach you or
learned on my own,
okay? Okay.
exploring things and doing stuff and trial and error over and over and over the years. Almost messing stuff up, but was it good, babe? You need frosted flakes? Okay. That do sound good. Some frosted flakes. Well, the milk is in the fridge. Y'all should see him getting his cereal now.
You over Thanksgiving
I'm
already?
frosted flakes. Oh no, we didn't cook.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Oh, oh man. Well, at least that'll be empty. So that's good. Ah, you're using that one and not the other one. Okay. We have this lovely coconut milk. Oh, it's frozen? E. I do not like frozen milk. Yeah, no. We're not obdot.
Now I'm trying to find my steamer pot, and I don't know where it is.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
right here.
He just went upstairs with this huge bowl of frosted flakes. I love it.
Yeah, put some. You gotta throw some banana in it. Some frosted flakes.
Yeah, and that's what he's like. He's like, I need bananas. I'm like, yeah, we ate the last one like a couple days ago. Let me see. Let me see what Donna said. Thank you, Q. Made me realize I just need to go for it. Whatever happens, happens. Not a thing to worry about. I mean, yeah, like that's I'm like the elites. The elites, are they gonna do it? Listen, there have been things happening since the beginning of time, and certain things are happening because humanity as a whole has to come together and fight certain things. But worrying about the least, the least, the least, the least, when it's literally not part of your ministry.
I've been hearing lately, like, people referring to Satan as like a good guy or something, or is there like a show? Somebody just mentioned this to me the other day too. It's supposed to be like
I
a
mean, you
show.
have to think about like if if someone is bringing you knowledge and enlightenment, right? And that's what I'm saying. Even that question is still based in the dichotomy of quote unquote what's good, what's evil as far as spirits go, right? So we have to examine where all these things come from, where all these thought processes come from, and I encourage everyone to figure things out for themselves, make their own paths. But um yeah, and some people say that because they've worked with that spirit and have only gotten good results. So if something is supposed to be just this terrible thing, but you're only getting good results from it, is that really the case for everybody? No, it's not. So, logic is still a thing when we're working with magic. And, because if the religious, if the creators from these various religions didn't want things to be, then they could have made it that way, right? But They didn't. So, you know what I
Because
mean?
like, have you ever heard that like the Bible is really like about Saturn worship, and then like Saturn translates into Satan, and so
Yes.
like it
Yes,
Satan is because I heard, yeah,
I've heard that. Yes.
because I used to hear
If
about
you're
that
really
like as
deep
a
in it, like if you understand like Saturnalia, which is, you know, if you understand Saturnalia and that entire concept and then compare it to, certain things, then yeah, it's really interesting. So I definitely encourage some research into Saturnalia because when we're looking at that type of thought process, that type of magic, Saturn, you know, going back to the older was Kronos, which is a father, right? Kronos was like the father. And that's getting deeper into like the Titan mysteries and stuff like that. So, um if that is a father, then we can easily see how that translates over to a powerful father being biblically. So it's not hard to make that association. It's not hard to do.
yeah. Okay. I wanted to say something to Donna. Donna, I've been called evil all my life, so like that. I don't even care about becoming evil. Like literally, like I scared the shit out of one of my mom's friends when I was like one, and
Yeah, Donna.
she,
I
she
mean,
she told my mom not to bring me back over there. I was only 1 years old. That's how
yeah,
much I scared her.
Donna, you say it's hard for me because your destiny is to be great, but to be great, you literally have to do things and you literally have to take risks. You have to. You can't stay comfortable in doing what you're doing and then scared that everything is, that the sky is falling every day. That's not a way to be great. It's not.
And you have to be fearless. Like literally,
Like
every
you
time
literally
you have
have to
that scare thought, you have to literally tell yourself, "I'm fearless."
right. You literally have to try things. And that keeps a lot of people from, taking, today is Saturday, ain't it? It's going into Sunday. That's right, that class is tomorrow night. So yeah. But yeah, so, a lot of people don't advance in whatever it is they're doing because or go after what they want because they're literally afraid to leap. Literally. And they're afraid to leap and they're afraid to go for it. So yeah. They're afraid to leap, they're afraid to go, they're afraid of change. And they're afraid of change. They want everything that happens to them to be an external factor because most people are afraid of change that they themselves can create. Because if it's an external factor, then it's easy to blame that instead of yourself. So we can't just sit and just be afraid all day. Like, just like, what was happening with the beer virus. Like, either you're gonna live your life or you're gonna be afraid. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, I was never afraid of it. I was just like, okay, this is weird, but okay, yeah. So we still gonna do what we're gonna do. So if you're scared for me failing at times because you overdo right, exactly. So I'm glad that you self-corrected right there. You punish yourself. You're afraid of change. You're afraid of failing. But every time you fail, you learn something. No one is great just being great. You learn every time you mess up, and that is okay. Yes, wisdom it is. I mean, but that's just one yeah. And what's funny is if you are looking at There's a psalm in the Bible, and those 72 correspond to that psalm, but you also have the 72 um demons. They're called the Goetia, and they correspond um to that as well. So if it's 72 of these and 72 of that, what does that say? It says that creation is both. It says that divinity is both. It's not one or the other. Divinity is both. So yes, wisdom it is. Divinity is both. I'm glad you did, Donna. I'm glad you did. But yeah, no, divinity is both. And
Divinity is what?
divinity is both.
Both what?
Like,
I wasn't
wi-
catching. Sorry.
no, wisdom asked the question: is it true that we have 72 angels and 72 demons equal 144? I'm like, yeah, it's both, because it's both. Because divinity is both. They each correspond to each other. It's not one over the other. It's a balance. So if you have 72 of one and 72 of the other, divinity is both. If you're looking at the dichotomy, divinity is both. All of them can create and destroy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All of them can
Kind of
create.
like kind of like yin and yang, right? Kind of.
Yeah, all of them
Yeah.
can. It's balance. It's balance, and there are some angels that don't like humans,
Yeah.
and then there are some demons that will do some of anything that you ask them to. So, but unless you're working with various type of spirits, you won't know.
Have you
Exactly.
ever
As above, so below. Exactly.
heard of like RH negative blood types being considered
Yes.
alien blood type?
Yes.
I have that blood type.
Oh, really? That's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm B positive, RH
Oh,
negative.
wow. You're a little, yeah, you're very rare. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Some even say it's part of the fallen
I knew.
angel
Yep.
genetic.
Yep. My auntie, she an Israelite, so she always say.
Okay, well, yeah, we're not doing that Israelites.
God, I be, oh Lord, she can't. We can't have not one conversation with that lady.
Oh my goodness. I just stay away from them people.
I love her though so much. I
No,
can't
no,
do
no,
my
no. I get it. I
my
get
my
it.
daughter my even
It's
my
so
daughter be like,
funny.
would you stop talking to her?
Yeah, yeah, you can love her from over there, honey. Girl, I'm not telling you how to love her. I'm just like, I just can't with them.
It is it's just too much. She's even been like like mad that me and my mom won't like watch her. The videos be like 5 hours long, five eight
No,
hours
ain't
long.
nobody doing
I
that.
got shit to do, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing that.
Like I can barely get through my videos that's important to me. That's actually life changing and stuff. And you want me to sit here and listen to these nakers with turbans on? I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Boil in a bag. This don't come with a bag. Sorry, I'm trying to make this
Oh, no,
crab.
you good.
It's my
Thank
first
you for
time
that
actually.
breakdown. That's why I don't understand how people are afraid of what they are. Exactly. Like, but they are literally like, and that's just one group of, working with magic, Western, esoterics. But, there are so many different others, like the jinn that come from the Middle East. You have those who are, you know, um, you have those like Greek and Romans or whatever. Like I had a reading with this woman years ago. It was probably like 2018, and she just told me like there's a Mexican spirit deity who is part of my spiritual court. And I was like, that really makes sense because I freaking love Mexico. Like, I don't know why, but I love Mexico. And then there's like Aphrodite that goddess of love, is in my spiritual court as well. And I'm just like, that makes sense too, because I've always been attracted to Aphrodite and I never knew why. So we have all these different spirits from all these different pantheons around the world, and there's ways to work with everybody, with the planetary spirits, with the nature spirits, with the, so it's everywhere. This is how people around the world, they're praying, they're doing their works, they're talking to their spirits, and they're getting whatever they need to get done. If it was only one way to do it, there'd be only one way to do it, but it's not. So it doesn't even make sense to say that one way is the only way to do something. It just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's just like with math. Like I'm a big math person. Like it's always more than one way to get to a single solution.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, okay, cool. So yeah. So, I never push, how I think or how I believe on other people. I always have, just genuine discussions with people whenever asked. But I never push, how I believe, because some people just aren't ready for that. And I'm fine with that. Um, but if people ask me, I'm going to tell them, like, based off of my experiences, and I'm never going to negate anyone else's experience. But, just me from, I know what I know, and I do what I do to help myself, help others, and literally just hack life, because life is not supposed to be hard. Like, and I just want us, as especially us as Black women, to understand that there are things out there that you can work with and ask for help and work with to get your life to a better state, or a state better than what it is right now. Because we are not supposed to be like, I don't know if y'all had ever seen the movie like Mark for Death or whatever with Steven Seagal. Super old movie. But in the movie, you know, there was a guy, he was a twin, and it was always said, like, I think he was like Jamaican or something like that in the movie. And it was always said that, he's using his magic to do this, that, and the other one. And he was literally telling, like, the people who follow him, like, we're not supposed to be living in squalor while other people, are living nice lives and they have the resources that they need. So, follow me so I can help, get you what you need. And, like, you can't be mad at that. Of course, they
Right.
demonized him in the movie, but, talking about he's an evil Jamaican voodoo priest doctor or whatever, whatever, whatever. And of course, calling it fake. But I'm just like, looking at that movie from a different lens with who I am now, I'm just like, this is what they don't want people to know. So they tell you that things are terrible, fearful, you're gonna die,
Witchcraft.
you're gonna go to hell, this, that, and the third, to keep you away, to keep you from, so you can be, the slave that works at, Piggly Wiggly for, whatever, 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 instead of, getting a better job, or a job where you can work from home, or working at Ray's. So, you know what I'm saying? So you won't have to be, because when humans are in a state of fear and desperation, it's so low vibrational that that's the energy you're going to constantly be pulling in. But if you can use magic and spirituality to elevate your life, to make your life better, you're living better, you're eating healthier, you're living in a neighborhood with less crime. You have that money to fix your car. Like, when things start going better and you're sitting in that better energy, you vibrate differently. You're not worrying. You know what I'm thinking? So why shouldn't you be using a tool to make your life better if you can? I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. So
Like for real, like I get personally, I get irked when I see like all these immigrants are coming over here and they're doing better than a lot of our people. That grinds my gears.
but yeah, 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 and some of them are doing the work, and some of them some of them have family members that have laid down generational work for them to do better and be better, right?
That's what they say about the Kardashians. Have you heard about that?
Yeah,
They
yeah. So that same thing, like, it's allegedly. Let me say allegedly.
yeah.
Allegedly, Cardi B works Santeria so she can get into the rap game. And look.
I mean, yeah, she been on top and
It
she
takes time, but she's there.
yeah, and
So I
pretty
don't know what's wrong
solid.
with everybody else. Like,
That's what I think. I don't know. That's what I'll be telling my mom like about those Israelites. I almost feel like it's like a government implanted kind of
I think so
thing.
too.
Because
And I
have you ever read the history of it, like the foundation of it?
no, no, I'm not reading that.
Guess what though? Like basically it was two random nakers about 40, 50 years apart, but like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they had a vision, they say, that they were Israelites. And this is how it sparked this. From a
Yeah,
vision,
see,
that doesn't
I,
even sound.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even, and that's what I was saying. Like going back to like the news and stuff like that. Certain things give you certain ideas, and certain things get in your mind for a reason, right? And have you focusing on things for a reason. Like, I've never seen so many people be like celebrity obsessed. And I'm just like, these people aren't doing anything for you. You don't know them.
Yeah,
So, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so
yeah.
much
Especially
trash
like,
on TV, and like, this is what people are doing, and your energy remains so low vibrational dealing with that. Like, I don't watch TV. Like, I don't watch like the
I
cable TV
just,
with all these dumb commercials and stuff on. I'm like, those
yeah,
commercials is like,
I just
and
started
like
back
we're one of the
watching
few
TV a little
countries in
bit.
the world that has it like that. Like, if you go on Reddit and read what some people say, like around the world, they'd be like, why do Americans have weird TV commercials like that? Like, it's literally
They want everybody to be weird in this country now. Like, I don't even know.
hypnotizing people, and it's just so weird. And when I tell you that we stopped watching the news in the morning, because notice they have you watch the news in the morning, in the
Yeah,
evening when you come home from work, and then at night. So you carrying all this negative low vibration with you all damn day.
yeah.
You
Do
are
you
afraid
remember? I'm
and
sorry.
worried about this, that, and the third. And then when you hear something that's high vibrational, it's about a cat or something, but it's literally all day. The stocks is going down. There's no food at the grocery store. The flu season is here. Everybody's getting sick.
Yeah, all this different
It's no,
crime
it's
and
low vibrational all day. It does something to you. It's terrible.
yeah. Might need to bring the newspaper back. Wasn't the newspaper a little more positive?
I mean,
A little bit.
it can be, but see, what people don't understand is that the news is the TV is twofold. You see and you hear.
Yeah.
So that two senses versus one. Listening to the radio is one, reading the newspaper is one. The news is two senses at the same time.
And
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
very visual beings. They know the power
Right.
of
We're
imagery.
visual, and so it's two ways to. It's so funny because one of my favorite cartoons ever, Gargoyles, which you can watch on Disney Plus.
Oh, you love gargoyles
I
too?
love Gargoyles, but I don't know if
Huh?
you remember that one episode in Gargoyles where Demona she cast a spell through Puck. It was through the TV. You had to both see it and hear it in order to be turned into stone. It's the
I think
same thing
I
with
think I
TV.
vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back and watch it.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
If
Where can I
you
find it? I wonder if it might be on
Gargoyles is
YouTube.
on Disney Plus.
What is it on?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay, I think I got
hmm
a
So if
Disney
you go
Channel.
back
I
and
gotta go
watch
to.
that one, the episode was called City of Stone. The people had to watch the broadcast and hear it at the same time to be under the spell. I'm just like, well, well, well. Isn't that how the news is? Like, it's not a coincidence. So if you understand what you're looking at, if you understand what's going on, then yeah, you can avoid most things. She said I stopped watching. She said I stopped watching the news. Let me see. I gotta pull this up.
Do
She
you
said I stopped watching the news a long time ago. I never watched the news and never cared. Wisdom over feelings. Yes, gargoyles. Yeah, Nicole Slay says gratuity brings prosperity, girl, and prosperity. Yeah, when you have those things and you're in that vibration, you vibrate at that same level. So yeah, but yeah,
like
gargoyles
cute?
is one of my
Do,
favorite cartoons ever.
do you remember like when Nicki Minaj first came out and stuff? I was just telling my daughter about this. I was like, I've never seen so many grown women mimic another woman like that before. I thought that
Girl,
was
they've been
really
doing that.
weird.
Lil
To,
Kim,
well, not
they're
not to that degree though. Like I didn't really see.
no, they be doing it because
You
even
think?
Nyla, yeah, even Nyla said that people will come to her salon and say, "Make me look like Beyonce. Give me the Beyonce." Or,
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it happened years ago when Toni Braxton first came out. She had a short haircut.
Oh, but yeah, I used to wear my hair like that. I was like in middle school.
Exactly. Yeah, see,
And the Holly Berry. My hair was so
but
pretty.
a lot of time things are done
I
when
don't know. I don't know. It was kind of different to me though with the Nicki
right, because
Minaj.
here's why. That wasn't necessarily sexy and it wasn't a Naker snack to get attention. But it's not. It's not a
Yeah.
Naker snack to get attention. How many people are walking around talking about I want to look like Princess Diana? That's not getting a Naker snack. But look,
Right.
quote unquote sexy is a Naker snack to get male attention. So
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
that's the difference. That's why, everything is, post. Like, that's why you literally have to understand. And that's why, like, when I do these different readings or whatever, I'm going to look at the energetics of things. Not what someone told you, not what we heard, but what is the energetics behind things? Because that is where the truth is going to lie. The energetics for things is, and men know it, for women to be sexy so they can get male attention, aka a Naker snack. That's all it is. That's why
He's like,
people
can I
shun
hear
the
Naker?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, seriously, that's why people shun the oh my god, that's just is she supposed to hide her body forever and this, that, and the third? But no one cares. I mean, you can wear what you want to, but women for the most part do things. One, to compete against other women, and two, competing other women against other women for a male when the male is supposed to be competing for you. They
That
got
part.
they got you all fucked up. The sperm swims to the egg, sis. So
Oh yeah, we're definitely living in the twilight zone. Everything is
that's
ass
what I'm saying.
backwards.
Like it's so much stuff that's unbalanced. It's just like this is weird.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's for an acre snack,
Yeah.
and then some be mad when you don't compete, and because some people are competing with you and you just don't know it, and
Yeah.
when you can do things and pull people in naturally, they don't like it because they out here doing whatever, twerking for naked snacks.
Yeah,
But
that's like the story of my life. Like I never had to try, and people,
exactly, me either.
have to bend over backwards and get so mad that I get the attention that they desperately want, and I ain't doing nothing but breathing, and they
So,
doing the most.
right, for naked snacks. So yeah, that's why.
Naked
That's why.
snacks.
And that's why a lot of things are energetically energetically rejected. So right. Donna got it right. She wants power. So right. Right.
That's
If you get the
right.
power, if you have the power, you can do whatever else. But yeah, so
Money, power, respect. What you need in life.
right, just give
Money,
me
power, respect.
yeah, so right. Men love women who pay them no mind. Exactly, because it is on them to chase. Just like you see all the birds and stuff, the male birds, they go out there and they do a little dance, and she is unbothered. The female bird, she unbothered. She just looking like, okay, is that all you got? The ones who out there and build a nest, or the male peacock. They be talking about women strutting around like peacocks. Male peacocks are the ones with the pretty feathers because they are the ones who's supposed to be popping and locking it for you.
Exactly.
It's not for
Shimmying
you.
around. Not us shimmying around.
So people be forgetting that like this, you're not supposed to be competing, right? They pay you no mind because they're supposed to, and that's why going back to this reading, the whole reason for this reading is just like the energetics behind things. It is unnatural for some things to be the way that they are. It's unnatural. They be out here mad talking about, oh well, she only want me for my money, but you supposed to have money because you're supposed to be supporting a family and providing a house for the wife that you supposed to find based on your religion. So
Boom.
she's supposed to.
How are you supposed to
What
provide
what's the
without
compete?
money?
Where y'all gonna live? A cardboard box? No, exactly. Men were supposed to be out there. That's exactly why they do it with the cars and the watch and all like that because they out here attracting. They supposed to be, not you, the other way around. And see, it's so messed up now because they know it. They know that women out here popping it for naked snacks. So
So they're like, how dare you want me to be an actual man?
right, exactly. And if you say it's okay as a woman to come sit over here with us, then shoot, just like Taz's stream, when that man said he'll have sex with her, but he won't pay no bill. He won't do nothing for her. But then he out here dressing up as a one, like,
Like the
but people, women were defending it and talking about, well, I still support him. You're part of the problem.
women still supporting it.
Yeah, part of the
I'm like,
problem. So I was like, well, so. But anywho, y'all, it's 12. It's after 12. Um, did my I gotta see if we gotta let the dog out. I can't remember. But yeah, it's after 12, and that has turned into something else. So
right.
I'm on the road to, I'm figuring out how I like YouTube, what type of stuff I want to do on YouTube. Um, I will not be slinging any type of love readings on YouTube. I'm sorry, I just won't. Um, so yeah, I'm figuring out my lane here on YouTube, doing me, and I appreciate the small community that has been cultivated thus far. I'm literally on the road to 7,000 subs. It's gonna be a minute, but that's fine because I am I'm here for the journey, right? I am here for the journey. So, yep, I'm on the East Coast wisdom. So it's 12:17 here. Yep, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm on the East Coast. I'm walking home now. Yes, get home safe, Donna. So yeah, I'm here for y'all. I always enjoy this. I usually always end up staying on way longer than I said I was, but you know how it be. We be vibing, we be chilling, we be eclectic tarot in after dark. Shout out to Juanita for that. Um, you know, so so yeah, I think I'm going to go. I probably will go live. Let's see. Today is, well, technically it's Sunday if you watch that time. It probably won't be until later on in the week because I got to see what's going on with Mr. Hoodoo after his surgery on Tuesday. So, yes, be careful, Donna. So, yeah, if
Yeah,
y'all,
be careful. Be
yeah, if
safe.
y'all have been vibing, y'all been here chilling, been enjoying the conversation, I appreciate y'all for being here because y'all could be anywhere else instead of sitting here with me as we talk and chat and listen to everything else. But like I said, this is a community. This is a little family over here. So if y'all have any other, don't be afraid to post on my community wall and be like, hey, let's talk about this in a reading next time. because this channel is for y'all, it's not for me. Um, because there are people out here now trying to do what I do on YouTube when they said that, certain things were evil, but okay. Right. So, just like I said, people just be in competition with you. It's like, okay, well, okay. But I got you through work. See, that's what I'm talking about, wisdom. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. So yeah, y'all, if y'all ever want to see any other type of tarot readings or, some topic you want me to look into a situation, as long as it's not a celebrity, because I don't care about them people. I don't care about them people. Only one I really cared about was Aaliyah.
Oh,
So
you too? You love Aaliyah too?
I love Aaliyah. I,
They used
I
to
grew
call me.
up with Aaliyah. So yeah,
They,
I love Aaliyah. That's my
they
girl.
used to call me Aaliyah back in the day. Like a
Yes,
hit roll.
that's my girl right there. So that's the only one I ever cared about. All the rest of them, I'm like, oh man, they died. Okay, okay. Well, not to be harsh, but they have no impact on my life. So anything about celebrity readings, we can look at. I'm thinking about looking at the energetics of this upcoming depression because something about it is a little fishy to me, but that's just me.
You said the election,
The depression.
depression. Oh yeah. Shoot, haven't we technically
I
been
mean,
in a
the depression.
recession the whole year?
See recession. Yeah. See the
Recession.
energetic. Yeah, it's a little recession. They're talking about it's supposed to be the worst since the Great Depression and all like that. So it seems a little weird to me, but
Yeah. I mean, I've been hearing that too, and then some days are like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad, and then say that too. So like, which is it?
right, right. So yeah.
Okay, no, that's right.
So yeah, y'all just let me know what type of stuff y'all want me to read on. I'll be building up to that this age of Aquarius because so when you just think about it, so many things are changing and people feel a certain type of way about certain things and it's just getting real interesting out here. So yeah, we'll definitely
You're not gonna do a reading on Kanye or Kyrie or
no, 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 no,
why both of their names start with a K?
no. They all these people got too much money to be this dumb. So
Don't they?
so I just can't deal with stupidity. So stupidity and them and nah, I can't. I refuse. So
Them Jews or or Jays, whatever. Are we supposed to not say Jews?
yeah, we're not supposed to say that.
Oh God.
So
Yeah, those people they broke them down fast. So I know that.
exactly. So everybody who's oh, okay, okay, sir. Right. So, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, make sure y'all say, hey, this was cool. Or if you know someone who might be interested in readings and conversations like this, be like, hey, go to subscribe to her channel and look through her stuff. Like I said, because this is for y'all. I ain't even want to start doing readings for people, but the spirits made me do it. So it was like 3 years before I ever started reading for people when I first started after I first started reading. No, no, no. It was 5 years. I had started reading tarot and I didn't start even reading for people for the public until like 2019. The spirits made me do it. So this ain't even for me. This is for y'all. So this is for y'all to come get this information and knowledge. So oh snap. Nicole says it for sure doesn't sit right. Okay, the goat is live. Well, we gonna have to go shimmy on over there to the goat and see what's up, cause I can see I'm gonna be up for a minute. So hopefully we can get Mr. Hoodoo to go to sleep so I can take over the TV. See up there watching who knows what, eating frosted flakes. So all right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for being here with me. Don't forget
Thank
to
you
write on
too.
the wall to say what other stuff you guys want me to read on, as long as it's not celebrities. I can read on things. Um Sunday evening tonight, Sunday evening. Um Before You Tarot is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. All the things that one should think about before they think they want to read tarot. Okay, because it's not just picking up a deck and just doing stuff. I see a lot of people say I got frustrated, or what I read didn't come true, so it's fake, it's phony. And, so we're going over all that. You can sign up on my website for it because, like I said, I won't be doing any more classes until probably February of 2023 because I need a break. So just putting it out there for y'all. All right, y'all. Go. Hey, who is this? Is it Chi Ruin or Shy Ruin? Nicole Slay says, I thoroughly enjoyed this and feel like it was much needed. Well, yes. Yeah. It's so many things I'm thinking about reading about, but like I said, I have to be in the energy to read. I just can't be like back to back doing some readings. I really have to be in that energy to sit and read because it is energetically tiring. So much love, Q. Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Shira. Hey, come through. Welcome. I'm about to go. So, but yeah, feel free to stay around. Like I was telling everybody, don't be afraid to comment on a community post. What type of stuff y'all want to see? Because like I said, this channel is for y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Check out my other content if you haven't before. And I will definitely see everyone in the next one. My website information can be found literally on my YouTube page. Yeah. I think that's about it. Email me if you ever need to. Okay, yeah. So that's about it. I love y'all. And hey, boo, I'm finna go. But yeah, I love y'all because I've been on here for too long. All right, see y'all later.